A couple of response videos in one video. Just because they're not response videos I have much pleasure or desire to make. So anyway, the first one says stupid Jesus freak, idiot. In defense of what the Amazing Atheist was saying, which this fucking asshole, of course, completely mischaracterizes. You can't even get that right, but it just kind of points to these ignorant fucking Christians and their inability to get the simplest things right. The point is, yes, poor people tend to have more kids, Jesus freak. That's the fucking point. Okay, you're not going to undo that with some convoluted argument like, oh, well, there's more abortions, and that means that the poor people believe in abortion. No, that is not what it believes. It just demonstrates the hypocrisy that people will say to Mr. Gallup one thing, but if their own daughter is going to have a kid, they'll do something else. All right, and in most of this country, in the civilized part, the part that has a brain, you're not going to get elected if you're, pro-life. It's not a winning position. And if you go by IQ, you're really going to start seeing the reality here. So if you make a correlation between public opinion and people's status in society, their competence and their intellectual capacity, how well they score on tests, you're going to see that the smarter they are, the less likely they're going to have views consistent with your dumb ass. Okay? You're an ignorant artifact. You're a jackass, an idiot, a fucktard. Yes, you and your kind don't get it. You don't get the fact that you're just imposing senseless misery on human beings for absolutely no good reason. You live in a fucking world where your Jesus fucking the fuck Christ doesn't do a goddamn thing. 2 million kids are going to go blind this year for lack of vitamin A. What's your fucking Jesus doing about it? Not a motherfucking thing. All right, people have to fix problems in this world. They're not going to be able to fix them if they blight themselves down with a bunch of kids they can't fucking take care of. Even the rich aren't even raising their own damn kids anymore. That's why kids are stupid fucktards and why they might vote for some sort of anti-abortion policy, because they'll listen to the mass media when it whines and cries about partial birth abortion and oh my fucking God and all this fucking nonsense. I mean, that's the reason why the poll numbers look the way they do, is because all you propagandists made all this hysteria over a tiny percentage of abortions that take place in extreme circumstances, where visually it looks like a horrible thing is happening, but it's just a visual crime. I mean, I could take my little friend here, Lauro, right, and I could do some hideous thing to him. What the hell are you talking about? I'm not talking to you right now. And it would appear horrible. It would appear horrible. And it would even damage my sensibilities just because I have a certain affection for the little fluff head. But it's an affection built out of shit, okay? It's not real. And that's, you propagandists with your fetus love. It's not based on anything real or sensible. These creatures at best, these fucking things that you're so fucking worried about, aren't any better than the goddamn pig you ate for dinner last night, you motherfucking hypocrite. You're a disgusting piece of shit as a human being, so shut the fuck up until you get the goddamn... First, don't make response videos to non-arguments that were made. At least characterize the argument correctly before you open your stupid mouth, and maybe do a little bit of research yourself first about what exactly a fucking a zygote can feel, you dumb fucking idiot. So anyway, second guy is that idiot Nishion guy. He did this jackass. I'll post a link because I won't respond. Well, I'll post, neither one of them will accept response videos from me. But anyway, so the stupid bastard did some jackass video where, he's just playing a game here. It's just a popularity game. So I'll just say controversial things just to be controversial. And you jackasses on YouTube, you reward that behavior. Every time one of these assholes does this shit, you reward it because you fall for it. So anyway, he's just playing a game now, and he's ragging on women who show their cleavage, and it's just such hypocrisy. I mean, here's a flaming gay guy who wear makeup, do all kinds of antics, all kinds of stuff that by pop culture standards, by the average American standard, are going to get you not hired in a job, are going to get you looked at as being a bit of a fucktard and an idiot. But I'm sure if he was going for a job, he'd know how to get dressed right. And I know he wouldn't be wearing his fucktarded makeup, and he wouldn't be playing those stupid games. And women know the same thing. They know how to play the fucking game. They know there's times where just to feel good about themselves and to play a little flirtatious sex game, because there's this male-female tension thing that exists, and it's a reality. And if men had it, they would use it. It's just bullshit to make this stupid argument that women are, degrading themselves or something. No, they know the difference between the beach and the executive boardroom or the presidency of the United States, and they can dress appropriate for the circumstance. And so you're just being an asshole. I mean, if some girl or some woman shows up for if you're going for a barmaid job, guess what? You're not going to show up in a goddamn burqa, are you? I don't really think you are. So it's just a stupid goddamn. Like I say, he's just playing the game. There's lots to gripe about how women sometimes use their sexuality, but it's just a fact. Like I said, if I had it, I would use it. I mean, if I had a useful cleavage, okay, I would use it. If I had an audience that I could seduce that way, then I'd use it. Why the hell not? And I might even do it even for not having an audience, just because it probably feels good. I mean, if you're an attractive woman, it probably feels good to be an attractive woman, right? I mean, if you got it, it probably feels good. So whatever. It's just a dumb, stupid, throwaway, nonsense, jackass video. There's not a subject here, really. It's just a bullshit contrivance he made up. Because here's a guy who has no interest in conforming to anybody else's standards, and yet he's arguing that women should conform. I mean, come on. But this is what's wrong with the world. We got a bunch of gay guys telling women how to dress and behave. Big fucking mistake, women, okay? If you see a fashion designer guy and he's gay, don't buy his shit, okay? Because he doesn't know what a fucking woman should look like. And he's not going to do you any favors, because in a sense, he's competing with you. So if he can make you look, if he can get women into burqas, that's probably what the gay guys want. Get the women in burqas, and the men will have nothing else to look at, and they'll start saying, hey, that guy's ass is okay. Maybe that's all part of their master plan. But anyway, just fuck this jackass. I'm just so sick of these goddamn fake, phony fuckers on YouTube. Fuck. Alright, they pretty quick. So I took care of 2 people in 7.5 minutes. That's pretty damn good.